Drake? Drake! What? Wake up! There's somebody after me. So follow me. Don't forget your staff. You'll need it. Try to keep up. Here it is. Let's go inside.
Ah, the Gemini twins. I've been expecting you.
Drake, this is Custer Pollux. He was a friend of Dad's. He taught me how to fight, and I brought you here so he could teach you too. It's good to meet you, Mr. Pollux.
I was so sad to hear about your father. Jonas was a good friend of mine.
Thanks for your concern, Mr. Pollux. This stupid island's been nothing but trouble since we were stranded here 10 years ago. First, Dad gets crippled in the wreck, and then, just because some blind dinosaur lets him ride around on her, you know, he was doing her a favor as much as she was doing for him. And then he felt like we owed Dinotopia some big debt of gratitude. Well, I'm not buying it. You know there's more to it than that. Well, if there's one thing that I know for sure, it's that Dad's gone now because of these dinosaurs. Dad was in the rainy basin because of us. He was trying to surprise us for our 24th birthday with the route that keeps these Dinotopians alive for so long. Sure, he shouldn't have been out there by himself, but it was just an unfortunate accident. Accident my foot. Some snaggle-toothed dinosaur eats my dad. That's no accident. That's murder. And I'm gonna get revenge. You made a promise to defend Dinotopia, not to destroy it. Whatever. I'll do what I want.
Boys, settle down. I've agreed to train you because you've just faced a very traumatic event in your lives. And you're more likely to do something reckless that could get you hurt. A lot of folks on this island would have trouble with what I am about to teach you. This is why I ask you, please be cautious with the skills that I teach. I've already gone over most of this with Jacob. So let's get started, Drake. Use this mallet head in combination with that staff of yours. I am also giving you a sunstone counterweight to place on the other end of your staff. This particular mallet head is made of wood. It's not very strong, but it will do for now. There are 3 sages who live throughout Dinotopia who are former guardians of the island. They are far too old now to defend much of anything. If you ever meet any of them, I'm sure with some persuasion they'd give you other mallet heads. You may find other smaller sunstones that fit into the mallet head. These sunstones, when placed into a mallet, will make it more powerful. It is important that you are always aware of threats around you. First, let us go over a few basic attacks. Approach the training dummy and attack it. If you target an enemy before you attack, you can focus your movements on that enemy. Be careful when you use Hobie peppers. Usually they'll blind an opponent, though sometimes all they'll do is make them angry. That's about all you're ready for now. You'll gain experience with each combat victory. When you have gained enough experience, two things can happen. Your attacks will grow stronger, or you'll receive instructions for other attacks from messenger birds I send out.
I've got to get going now. Zane and the other outsiders are waiting for me. Are you sure I can't persuade you to join them? They're nothing but a bunch of low-life scalawags. It's not like they care the least bit about you. No way, you noodlehead. They believe the same things I do. Dinosaurs shouldn't be living with humans. It's unnatural. I still think it's a mistake for you to run off and join those thugs. Well, I am. And if I were you, I'd be careful. The outsiders might just have something planned that's coming your way. You and your band of bullies don't scare me. Well, they should. Listen, Drake, be careful. Things could get hairy. These are some pretty ruthless guys. Stay out of their way, okay? Thanks for your concern, but I can take care of myself. You should be careful too, though. I don't trust those outsiders. We might not see eye to eye on this, but you are my brother, and I still care about you. Thanks. Goodbye. Well, thanks for your help, Mr. Pollux. I should probably get going too.
You're welcome, Drake. When you head back to the outpost, look up Ms. Oxbridge. She is a wise old lady who I think may have another mallet head for you. I could use your help with one last thing, though. It seems I've misplaced my favorite glass rocks somewhere deep in the cave. If you find them for me, I will give you some Hobie peppers to take with you. I understand if you need to get going, though. No luck finding my glass rocks, eh? Well...
rocks, Mr. Pollux.
Great! You found my rocks. Wonderful. Here are your peppers. Use them well now. Good luck, Drake. Breathe deep and seek peace.
The harvest was good this year.
Hi there. I wonder if you could help out a fellow Dinotopian. I'm having a big party tonight, and I thought some apple pies would be nice to have. My friends are donating the apples and have placed them throughout town. But I've got to get my house cleaned and don't have the time to collect them all. Would you be so kind as to get them for me? There are 4 baskets. I'll trade you some of my Hobie peppers for the apples. Great! You've got them. Wonderful. Here are your Hobie peppers. Now, I can get these peeled and into the pies. It will be a wonderful party now. Thanks again, Drake.
Breathe deep, young Drake Gemini.
Seek peace. Are you Miss Oxbridge?
Why, yes, I am. My friend Castor Pollux sent word that he has trained you in the use of a weapon. You must be cautious with a weapon. After all, the Code of Dinotopia states that weapons are enemies, even to their owners. If you are to use this weapon responsibly, you must wield it as a guardian of Dinotopia. You should only use it to help those in need, and never in a hateful manner. Tell me, why do you seek to be a guardian of Dinotopia?
Well, it's not like I'm really seeking it out. My father deeply loved Dinotopia. Before he passed on, he made my brother and me promise to defend Dinotopia. My brother's gone off and joined the outsider thugs. And now I'm faced with life in this land, all alone. The only thing I've ever really cared about is my family. Now all I've got left of it is the promise that I made to my father.
Perhaps in time you may realize that your family can extend beyond your relatives. One thing is for sure, young Drake. You are not alone. If you will face the perils of Dinotopia's defense, you will need to become stronger. One thing you must understand is that the entirety of one's strength comes from a balance of one's mind, body, and spirit. In my younger days, I defended Dinotopia. I used a stone mallet to defeat all those that sought to harm this wonderful land. I haven't used that mallet for what seems like ages. There is an artifact within a strongbox on a distant platform. As an exercise to strengthen your mind, if you can figure out how to get to this strongbox and then return to me with the artifact, I will reward you with the mallet head.
The harvest was good this year.
Good job, young Drake. You have proven to me that you are worthy of receiving this stone mallet head. Use it wisely.
Help! Any resident of the forest outpost! Ah! The hatchery is under attack and in need of help! Ah!
Oh my! You'd better get to the hatchery. Hopefully the matriarch is all right. Remember, Drake, only use that weapon as a guardian of Dinotopia would, to help those in danger of being harmed, and never, ever out of hatred.
Shut up, you scaly, or we'll pound you.
Thank you for helping me. If you had gotten here any later, I would have been a goner. The outsiders have invaded the area and are trying to find the matriarch. She needs to be protected.